Hello everyone. At the last lecture, we study the chapter current electricity. Then today we started a new chapter. The name is magnetic field due to electric current. At the last lecture, we already studied what is meant by electric current. Then now in this chapter, magnetic field due to electric current. That means when the electric current is passing through the conductor, magnetic field is produced due to that electric current. Suppose this is the wire. This is the wire, and the wire in which current is flowing. Wire, suppose this is the wire or conductor in which current I is flowing through it. Then due to this current, electric current, the magnetic field is produced around that conductor. Magnetic field is produced around that conductor. That is the phenomenon of the magnetic field produced due to the electric current. In this chapter, this magnetic field is produced by the electric current passing through the wire. It is also discovered by the Hans Christian Oersted. It is the name of scientist Oersted. He discovered the magnetic field is produced when the electric current is passing through the wire. Then we have learned in 10th standard that if a magnetic needle is held in closely proximate of the current carrying wire, it shows the direction of magnetic field circling around the wire. And they also studied the right hand rule, in which your right hand with the thumb pointing in the direction of the current, and then your finger are curled around the magnetic field in the direction of magnetic field. This is the right hand thumb rule are already studied in the 10th standard. Then in the chapter we study the force on the wire due to the current in another wire. Suppose we consider a wire which is current carrying wire. Suppose this is the current carrying wire, and due to this flowing the current through it, magnetic field is produced around that wire. Then in this magnetic field of wire first, we are kept another one wire near to it. Due to this wire first, the force is exerted on the second wire. This wire first is exerted a force on wire second, that is the magnetic force also. Because of this force is exerted on the another wire is also the conducting wire with the electric current. That means the charges is flowing through the wire, and the force is also acting on that charges which is flowing through the wire, or electric current is flowing through that wire. Then the next point is magnetic force. We will discuss about the magnetic force also. The magnetic force is denoted by F suffix m, that is the force due to the magnetic field, or it is also called magnetic force. Suppose a force Fm, or that is magnetic force, applied on the electron with the charge. This magnetic force is applied on the electron with the charge negative E. and this negative E is moving in magnetic field. The magnetic field is denoted by the B vector, and its velocity is V vector is given by Fm is equal to minus E V vector cross B vector. We are also multiply with the charge minus E, velocity of the charge V bar, and in magnetic field B vector. The all product is also given by the force due to the magnetic field or magnetic force. Here we consider the charge with minus E, moving charge. We know that charge is Q, but it is also positive or negative. But here we consider the electron, and we know that the charge on the electron is minus E, negative charge. Then generally for the charge Q, we consider our charge Q. It is also positive or negative. Then Fm is equal to Q into V vector cross B vector. Here we consider the cross vector. Then this equation number first and equation number second. Consider both the magnetic field, that is B bar, and electric field, that is E bar, applied on that charge. Magnetic field are also applied on that charge, and electric field are also applied on that charge. Therefore we get the equation F bar is equal to Q into bracket E vector, that is electric field is also applied on that charge, plus in the bracket V vector cross B vector, that is that magnetic field are also applied on that charge. Therefore we write the equation F bar is equal to Q into bracket E bar plus V vector cross B vector. We consider here the vector product. Then the solving this bracket, this Q is multiplied to the E, and also Q is multiplied this that bracket. Therefore we can write F bar is equal to QE vector plus Q V vector cross B vector. Then this QE vector or QE bar, it is the electric field. E where is the electric field with the charge, that is the force is applied on that charge, that is the electric force, and their electric force is denoted by Fe bar. And this bracket Q into V bar cross B bar we already studied, that is the magnetic force, equation number 2. Therefore we can write plus Fm bar. This is the value of this equation. Therefore the total force F bar is equal to Fb bar plus Fm bar, equation number 3. And this force is also the Lorentz force. This force is also known the Lorentz force. The F bar is the force due to the electric field, and Fm bar is the force due to the magnetic field. If the velocity V bar charge particle is parallel to the magnetic field is 0. When the velocity of that particle is parallel to the B, when the V is parallel to the B, then the magnetic force is 0. And when the V is equal to 0, the force is also equal to 0. Then consider the V bar and B bar is perpendicular. Firstly we studied the V bar is parallel to the B bar, then this is the magnetic force is 0, therefore the total Lorentz force is also 0. We consider now V bar and B bar are the perpendicular to the each other. In this figure, this is the direction of V bar cross B bar, this is the direction of velocity, this is the direction of B bar, and this F is in the direction of V, and this theta is the angle between V bar and B bar. If we consider the n cap is the unit vector in the direction of force, Lorentz force also, and theta is the angle between the V bar and B bar cross B bar. Hence we write magnetic force F bar is equal to Q in V bar cross B bar into n cap. This is also the modulus F bar is equal to Q V bar cross B bar into N cap. This is the force when the V bar and B bar are perpendicular to the each other, and here we consider the cross product. We are also studied in the scalar and vector chapter. The cross product is right in QVB and the cross product is neglected. Then we write the sine theta. It is the angle between the V and B bar, and N cap is as it is. This is F bar is equal to QVB sine theta into N cap, where the theta is the angle between V bar and B bar, and N cap is the unit vector in the direction of force. Then we find out the unit of that force. Therefore, for the unit of that equation, F bar is F, V, Q, VB is as it is, sin theta is the trigonometric function, therefore it is neglected. Then we determine the unit of the magnetic force or magnetic field also. Then B is the magnetic field. B is the magnetic field. Therefore, from this equation, we write the equation of B. B is equal to this QV is multiply. It goes to another side to the F. Then is divide to the F. Therefore, we write B is equal to F upon QV. B is equal to F upon QV. We know that the unit of F is the Newton divided by the unit of charge is also Coulomb C, and the unit of V is also meter per second. This meter per second is divide is goes to numerator, that is right NS divided by Coulomb per meter, and this Newton second divided by Coulomb meter, it is also called as Tesla. And this is the SI unit of the magnetic field, Tesla, and the 1 Tesla is equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss. 1 Tesla is equal to 10 raised to 4, 10 to the power 4 Gauss, and this Gauss is not a SI unit, but it is used to conveyant unit. It is not the SI unit. The SI unit of this force is the magnetic force is the Tesla, but 1 Tesla is equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss, and this Gauss is the conveyant unit. The main unit is the Tesla. Next point is cyclotron motion. In magnetic field, charged particle typically undergoes circular motion. Suppose we consider the charge Q, which is in a circular motion, move in the circular motion with speed v, and in uniform magnetic field B bar, and this B bar is directed into the plane of paper. This charge is move in a circular motion with speed v in the magnetic field B bar, having a radius r of that circle in the xy plane. According to the Lorentz force, we are also discussed in previous point, F is equal to QVB is also studied, and its unit also Tesla. Then this Lorentz force, the magnetic force on the particle will act towards the center of the circle. Magnetic force of that particle is act towards the center of the circle, having that radius r. This force is also directed toward the center. This is direction of magnetic force is toward the center. This is the Lorentz force. When this charge in circular motion, this force is act toward the center. This force is act toward the center, and we know that which is force is acting toward the center, that is called as the centripetal force. That means this Lorentz force is provided to the centripetal force, that is the Lorentz force is equal to the centripetal force, and we know that the centripetal force is mv square upon r, and this centripetal force, when which is this Lorentz force is provided to the centripetal force. Therefore, Lorentz force we know that QVB, it is also learned at the previous point, that is magnetic force also. QVB is the Lorentz force is equal to mv square upon r. This Lorentz force is provided to the centripetal force. Therefore, we write QVB is equal to mv square upon r. V gets cancelled. We write the value mv is equal to this r is goes to this side. QVR is equal to mv. Therefore, we write mv is equal to QBR. Vv gets cancelled. When we gets cancelled from this equation. Therefore, this equation we write mv is also p. Momentum is equal to QBR. This equation P is equal to, or mv is equal to QBR, or P is equal to QBR. This is the formula is known as cyclotron formula. Cyclotron formula P is equal to QBR, or mv is equal to P is equal to QBR. It is the equation of cyclotron formula. It describes the circular motion of charged particle in a particle accelerator, the cyclotron. This is also the particle accelerator. This the motion of the charge, that is circular motion of that charge when the Lorentz force is act towards the center of that circle, that is provided to the centripetal force. Therefore, we write QVB is equal to mu square upon r. In this cyclotron motion, mostly important is this Lorentz force is provided to the centripetal force, because of this force is acting towards the center of that circle. This is the also the charge particle in the particle accelerator. This is also as a particle accelerator.